Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Alright, so we got our work cut out for us today. So let's start off by doing the secondary quest. We'll tell Fritz the news. That is like about the fines at the monastery to receive, and I guess they are forgiven. And then we gotta go back to Sasu and continue on with our main storyline. I'm just going to be mostly focusing on the main storyline. And then after that's complete, I'll do secondary quests after that, and the DLC quests after. Just mostly because I just want to get the main storyline playthrough done, and so we can continue on with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 that has released. Now, we want to get there, but I don't want to start that until this is complete, so... Let's get right on to it. Yeah, I guess with the game being released a little early, it kind of caught me off guard here. So let's get over to that end and let's tell what's Fritz the news. All right, I'll see you over there. Okay, so it looks like we just arrived at the end. Now, where is Fritz? And oh, Matthew. Who's this guy?
Greetings, Henry.
New. So what have you schemed up now? About your debts.
About your brawl with Elias. With Elias? Talk to Fritz about that.
Okay. So we have scheming up now.
So, what are you scheming up this time? Well, we've got this idea. You might have heard there's coin coming to the Talmberg quarry to pay the workers their overdue wages.
I heard something.
I overheard some talk about it.
They owe them for a quarter of a year. There's a lot of quarrymen in that quarry.
What about Andrew?
And why aren't we talking about it with Andrew?
Andrew hasn't got the balls for it. He sent us to hell.
Why?
He did. How come?
I don't know. He just said he won't do it.
Sounds a bit risky.
Andrew's not interested. Is it that dangerous? Look, if I'm going to do this, I want to know everything.
It's close to Talmberg. So if we mess something up, we could have problems. But what a pile of silver.
So those are Siemens people?
Those people work for Sigismund.
Yeah. For Sigismund.
Let's do speech. Are you sure?
And are you quite sure?
No, actually, they're not Sigismund's people.
And you think it's alright? Is that what we are now? Common thieves?
What do you want me to tell you? Take a good fucking look at us. You're alright, but we're up to our necks in shit.
But a thing like this...
Do you think we're any better off now than we were in Sasau, on our last legs at the tavern?
Yes?
Yes.
Then you're a fucking fool. Ever since Skelett's, everything's been going to hell. Why should we have to pay the price for that? To hell with the fucking quarrymen!
Jeez, for the fall into common banditry now? I thought we were supposed to be helping the people of Skelos. I'd say I just need to find something out first.
I just need to find out something first.
Alright, I suppose.
Because I'll do this one later.
Take care.
Alright, now which first? There he is.
You already talked to Matthew.
No. No, I haven't.
Yes,
So
we
go and
have.
see him. This might be our chance to earn some real money.
Oh, come on now.
You already talked to Matthew.
No.
So go and see him.
Okay, well, let's skip this. I'll come back to this later. Because I don't want to get stuck into a secondary quest at the moment. So let's head over to the monastery. Well, actually Sasau. So I'll see you over there, folks.
Yeah. Or remember that that ugly
Oh,
bug?
jeez.
What
We're in the ambush here.
Now I can knock your teeth in.
Let's pull out the sword.
Is that the best you can do? I'll slaughter you.
Alright, let's get some distance. Let's turn the horse around. Ow! Okay, we got one down. That's actually two. There we go. Mounted combat is a little difficult in this game. Alright, what's sentences to death for banditry? And just take a quick look here. They got spirits and moonshine and a bard potion. Okay, that's all the valuables they have. Don't really need the graw skin, so I'm not really gonna pick up their weapons unless it's really valuable. I'll take their potions and their alcohol. And their wine. Alright. Well, these roads are getting... No, I don't know. They're kind of safe and they're kind of dangerous. I haven't seen any, what's the word? Humans on the road lately. Mostly because we probably defeated them in that area. I guess when we clear out the area, they just become safer. So we'll continue on to the monastery.
This won't take long.
Oh my goodness, we got bandits here. Actually, heavy armor.
You call that combat?
Oh!
Is that all you got? I'll slaughter you! Come here, liver.
I'm going to
Get
enjoy
him.
this. Where could he have vanished to? He must be here somewhere.
Is that the best you can do?
You're dead.
They seem to glitch out here, so that's actually a good thing. Oh, I got some bows on me. Interesting. I think I'm gonna take advantage of this and... Where's all my arrows? Oh, here they are. And then we'll just peck at them. Oh, I'm just absolutely terrible with the archery.
Come here, lily liver. Where could he have vanished to? Must be here somewhere.
I think that would have hit his shoulder. Funny.
You call that combat? Is that the best you can do? What's the matter? Come on. Come here, lily liver.
How many arrows are these guys gonna take?
You're in the wrong place. Spanish. Must be here somewhere. The knees, have you? I'll slaughter you. You call that combat?
I think I know where to aim. Pretty much at the knuckle point in the top there is your aim point. They don't seem like this hill very much.
You call that combat? Got weak at the knees, have you?
Alright, it looks like we got them all. Alright, well, I mean, this is a big payout actually for loot. So, oh, let's check what they have here. Oh my goodness. It's all high level loot too. Alright, we're fully loaded, so let's continue on to south. Yeah, we are extremely over encumbered. Yeah, so let's continue on to south and let's do a big sell off. Looks like that helmet is better than the helmet I'm currently wearing, which is Italian basket. But I don't know if I really like the looks of it. But
Yeah.
hey, better armor is better armor, so I guess I'll keep it. So yeah, let's continue on. Okay, so that's everything sold. Let's continue on with the quest now. We made a lot of gross in there. How much do we have? We got 25,000 gross in. We are filthy rich. My goodness. Alright.
Yeah.
So, what do we need exactly to do here? Ask the innkeeper at the tavern of the crimps. Okay. Ask the bailiff. Okay. So we gotta... Okay, I guess we gotta ask around.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Has anybody been looking for mercenaries?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
What happened to
What
them?
happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Okay, so where do they meet now?
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Hmm. How would I
Is
recognize
there any
them?
way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
Okay. Where did people play this here?
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Katzig Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
Okay. Any less respectable to
I
Envoy?
might find some more dishonourable folk.
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
Hmm.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Yeah.
Thank you for the help.
Because drunken people make
Not at all.
less
Why,
rational
of course.
choices.
Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
Good luck to you.
Okay, so it looks like we got all the information we need out of him. So let's start by talking to the knacker. But I got my twice pointed to the miller, so I'm pretty sure we have to go to the miller. Well, the miller is going to be the continuation of the story. But can't leave any door closed, so let's talk to the knacker.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
Are you the
Are you
knacker?
the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Okay. Is there anything fishy going on?
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church. As brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No. I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
Hmm. Okay.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. Good luck to you.
Guy with a broken leg. Well, let's go there, because I know the miller is going to ask for something dishonorable.
Are you looking for someone?
So this might be the honorable side of the quest lines. I don't know, but I could just be talking shit out of my mouth. Who knows? So let's head to the monastery. All right, we're at the, I guess the hospital at the monastery, what we should call it, or the nursery, whatever we call it. But yeah, where is this guy? Matthias. Oh my goodness. What's he doing here? Alright, what's
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask
Interesting.
Bianca.
Alright, where's John?
Greetings, Henry.
What's going on here?
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious and I needed a healer. How's everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
In God's hand class. Okay. Doesn't the monastery care for
Doesn't the
them?
monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have
Do you
enough
have
food?
enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Okay. Anything else you
Anything
need?
else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded. I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. Doesn't anyone help you?
I can take a look at
Can I
myself.
have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
How about we just do that? So why is there a guard outside?
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you.
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
Slap one of the monks. Okay.
And how are you doing?
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Yeah, I guess so.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
That's all I need to know.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Let's talk about man
What's
with a
wrong with that
broken
man
leg.
by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help and I don't know anyone else who can.
I'll straighten his leg.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then. Good luck then.
Alright. Here we go. Set the leg.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
You don't really see anything.
Done.
Alright. That's that, I guess. Matthias. Okay, let's
These
look at
wounds
him.
have been well taken care of. He just needs to sleep.
Okay.
Hey!
He just needs to sleep.
Where? What's happening?
You look alright.
You look alright?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I'll get some.
God be with you.
Okay, let's find bandages.
Yeah, where? What's happening?
You're not from Skalitz.
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me, if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He just needs to sleep.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
I'll help you.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly.
Farewell.
Everything here is fine? You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Quiet.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Okay, so potion
How
induce
about
heavy.
some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks.
What happened to Philip?
What happened to Philip?
Philip?
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness entirely. Ask Johanka. Maybe she'll know more.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm shamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
And the custodian had...
Yeah. Okay, that's all.
Even so, conditions...
You're not the only one.
Do you have anything? Let's see if you have bandages. 15. Okay, let's buy them all. I'm going to need some for myself. And does he have the potion for me that I need? No, okay. Check basket was closed. No deal. And was
Do you know anything about her?
ask him about the herbs.
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
How are the wounded?
Some of them are well taken, others are dying here. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
How can I help
How
you?
can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However...
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith, but I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this... I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Yeah, wants something from her, for sure.
Thank you.
Can we do training?
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
Okay. Okay, let's end dialogue. Alright, so...
I can't sleep again.
Where's those bandages? I guess gotta put them here.
What the...
I have the bandages.
I have the bandages.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I could do it myself.
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. God be...
Yeah.
Huh? Damn. Why are you waking me?
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Take care now.
Okay, that's done. I guess we can talk to Thomas now.
What do you want?
You're better.
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is my name.
Are you better? Let me ask. Do you know anything about the crimps here in Sasau?
How are you doing? Feeling better yet?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer and I'll be able to run back to the woods and carry on. Well, never mind. Very kind of you to look in on me.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but now they meet in the church.
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait. Say a prayer or something, and then you'll see.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You take care of me, why wouldn't I help you? Tit for tat, eh? Good luck to you.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, we can sleep and save here? Oh, right there. Let's see here. There's a couple things I need to do. Oh, okay, so it's at the church here. I thought it was in the main monastery, and I was like, what? Alright, so let's go to the custodians and we get the supplies. And then that part of that quest will be done. And then we'll hopefully be evening. We'll wait till evening and then we'll continue on with the main quest. Purple herbs. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, he's upstairs, right. Oh, it's this guy.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Supplies.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
Supplies for
I'm mainly
locals.
here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Well... Because I'll pay you? It seems like that's gonna be our best option. Because we're tied on speech. So... Oh yeah, I got the
Because I'll
Groskin.
pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
Let's do 150.
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. Take care now.
There we go. I guess I gotta work on my charisma now again. That's surprising. I'm usually pretty good on a speech. But I noticed my main level went up, so let's quickly look at that. It's all the trade-off stuff. So I'm just gonna ignore that. Skills, I said I have one in reading. What's this is all about? Probably gonna go for Monastery 2 maybe. Yeah, do Monastery 2. Alright. Skills are set, so now I guess we go to... Yeah, let's ignore that one. We'll quickly talk. To what's her name in this letter? No supplies are issued.
He just needs to sleep. He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. Your friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
More bed.
All I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you?
Okay. What happened to
What
Philip?
happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him. And now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days. Among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Tell me more about the situation. Alright, that's all I need to know.
Take care.
Okay.
Take care now.
That's that.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so this is pretty much, I guess, the farthest I can get right off the bat. Alright, so let's mount up and let's head back to the main town. And let's head into the monastery at night. Well, not the monastery, the church. So we'll talk. Well, I guess we'll just follow the instructions, say a prayer, and let's see what happens. I suppose they're going to assess us. Alright, it's dark, and this looks like there's some sort of light inside, so... Let's see. Oh, man. Trespassing there, private here. Let's use this.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Amen.
What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like. People talk.
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Why do you want Pius dead?
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
Okay.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Oh, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Murder's a sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less sacred. I don't give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Yeah, so we become a monk.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Where better? There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
And do you have any other tests?
We're not hiring stable boys. We want men who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did they hang?
Just the first one. The others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? See you later.
Interesting. Blacksmith's wife. What's she doing here? Well, there's got to be a way around that. So we got to find Father Simon up there. Well, so I guess let's head to the end and, geez, we gotta see if we have a purple flower in our box of herbs. That's for sure. So let's mount up and let's head up to the inn. I guess we'll have to wait till morning too. So yeah, let's head over there. Well, we're at the monastery. I don't see that prison anywhere, so yeah, let's head to bed, I guess. First of all, let's open this up. Purple flower. Comfrey, maybe? Well, I didn't meant to take all that. Okay, morning time. So, geez, we are hungry again, so I might as well eat from the pot. Yeah, belly's full. I'm gonna have to come back here. And yeah, I guess we gotta find the. Oh, we got so much potions on us. How much needle do I have on me? Oh, I got a lot. Raven feathers. Interesting. Oh, we got blacksmith kit on us. Tavern life. Interesting. That's 100%. Yeah, I got pretty much all the basics herbs. Missing some more advanced stuff. But I think comfrey is what he's looking for. Or thistle. One of the two. Purple flower.
Yeah.
That's the only purple flower I know of. Actually, let's just quickly wait till 8 when everybody comes out and about. That'll be the best idea. Plus, I could do some reading, I guess. So let's do that. Okay, let's get up.
I hope I can be of some help.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck to you.
Well, he is young, not old.
A tankard of ale.
Maybe it's you.
Good health to you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
Get a drink here. One beer for me.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
Good luck to you.
Here.
Oh, finally found him. So I guess he comes around just after noon.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered instead of you?
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step away from me. If you help me get rid of him...
He's been listening to us the entire time.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him for me, any way you can. Farewell.
One beer for me.
Aye, I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Okay, so I guess we gotta get him drunk. What? Let's talk trade? And I want, oh, what should we give him? We give him fine wine or moonshine. What was take to fine wine and moonshine? And beer if you have any. Doesn't look like you have beer. Oh, you do. Buy beer. And let's check our basket. And let's close the deal. Because we got so many glasskin, I don't care. And then let's talk to the Guardian.
My respects to you.
Are you Manfred, the young Lord's Guardian?
You're Manfred, the young Lord's Guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
We do have +4 in honor, so we could do that. We also going to give him a drink. We'll just do noble.
I've been looking for you two for quite some time. I've been sent by the young Lord's father with a message intended only for him.
Has my lord changed his mind at the last minute? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You look trustworthy enough. I'll leave you two alone for a little while. Good luck to you.
Okay. That's done. Now let's...
Here,
well, we don't want to pick...
enjoy it.
Come on, Carl. I don't want to pickpocket you. I want to talk to you. There we go.
Manfred's taken care of.
Taken care
as
of.
you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the
Why
monastery?
are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your feet.
Shit.
Ooh.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookerva was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
What if I enter the monastery
What if
instead
I
of you?
entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
Oh, okay. Looks like we gotta steal a couple of things.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
how to...
But there are poor people.
If I...
We already did that one. That's all.
Then.
Which one is her room?
There now.
Let's talk to him.
I'd like to speak to you about something.
What's on your mind?
I hear you've got a writ signed by the abbot granting entry to the monastery.
Indeed I do. What of it?
I need it.
What good would it do you? You don't want to become a monk instead of him, do you?
Yes, I do actually. But I'll need that writ to do it.
Now that's funny. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. The boy must enter the monastery, and there's no way around it. If you want to become a monk as well, you'll have to earn your own place.
We could buy them.
What if I give you a few shiny groschen for that writ?
Could you give me enough to compensate for all those years of pay I'd lose?
He doesn't really want to become a monk.
But he doesn't want to be a monk.
I know. Unfortunately, there's no other way. You see, he gave the Lord of Bukova an unwanted grandchild. He can count himself lucky he wasn't castrated straight away.
But normally you just need to pay some form of compensation for that sort of offence, don't you?
Yes, 1,000 groschen. But a boy would keep chasing after women, and who knows how it would all end. The monastery really is the safest place for him.
Can I just give you 1,000 groschen?
What if you let him run away?
The Lord of Bukova would have me whipped. Karl isn't slipping through my fingers.
Well, we could threaten him.
What if I give you a few shiny...
Could you give me enough to compensate for all those years of pay I'd lose?
What if I give you a...
Could you give me enough to compensate for
I
all
could
those
see
years of pay I'd lose?
something that I can abuse that.
Hand over that writ of acceptance right now, or things will get ugly.
Pardon me? I wouldn't give you that writ even if you threatened to kill me. Honor. Take care now.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
There's still some...
What's on your mind?
What if I give you...
Could you give me enough to...
Okay, I'll be on my way.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Take care now.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to sneak into or pickpocket him. But it's safer to pickpocket at night. Yeah. Okay, I'll be suicide if I pickpocket him here. So we'll just have to wait till night. And then hopefully we'll find us where he's sleeping. That's ideal. Okay, it's nighttime now. So it looks like that's their room right there. So I'm gonna have to pick the lock there, but I'm gonna have to wait till dark. Well, it is dark, but we're gonna have to wait till late. Well, folks, this is probably a good spot to call it for today. If you like the content, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And hey, if you have any tips or any suggestions or anything I can improve on, leave it in the comments. I read them all, and all your support is much appreciated. Okay, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.